The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned.
I have a friend that just drove himself and his girlfriend and most of their worldly possessions from Maryland to Vermont.
Oh.
Sorry to interrupt, but I'm
Oh, are
doing
we
a Vex
live?
move, and we're live. Because I know I will never transition otherwise.
Hi! How's it going, everybody?
I love that I have now started this thing for you, Scotty, where you'll just start it.
It's great power moves. So
It's
Scott,
a really fun power move.
do you have Sirenscape up?
I don't.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Retroverse. It obviously looks a little less crowded in here because finally the crossover has come to an end for now, at least. But we're back with Corruption Crew, who will hopefully be getting back to Double Diablo soon because their charm is going to start wearing off soon. Before we get started, Sirenscape, when it starts, is super fucking cool. They're great. It's like 22, I think, every other month or so, and that's for everything: fantasy, board games, sci-fi, you name it. It's super cool, and I'm having a lot of fun with the Cyberpunk soundtrack right now. So go check that out, and I'm gonna restart it so you can actually hear it.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't think there are any other pregame announcements other than we are sadly missing Alt because apparently he's in a very long car ride, which is what prompted what we started talking about when this went live.
I mean, I'm gonna say 4.5 hours isn't a very long car drive.
It's not that bad.
That's a normal car drive.
I mean, 4.5 hours can turn into a very long car drive when it's suddenly snowing.
Yeah. I mean,
I had that happen.
And
I mean, yeah, it's.
I guess
and suddenly 4.5 hours turn into 12. It's fun.
I guess the only other pregame announcement is you probably hear a bunch of rumbling and stuff sound like an engine going off. It's because I'm right next to the heater and it's that time of the year. So
yeah, and I was actually about to say you might hear some weird construction noises. Probably not anymore because my grandfather is currently Okay, so I was gonna say, Scotty, you're using the.
I'm using the wrong one. Yep.
You're using the one-shot one.
Yeah. Hey, we were just a great time. I was like about to say I had everybody in the right spots. There you go.
You did, yeah.
I fixed it.
But yeah,
the main reason I say that is so people are like, no, that's not Sirenscape. that's my rickety heater.
Yeah, my grandfather's currently working on the driveway. So
he's really going all out on the handyman stuff lately.
He's always like this.
Oh, I don't know. I just know that he redid his roof recently, which
he literally just got back from closing up his cottage, and is now he is going to be doing the thing, and then he's going hunting. For like a month.
Nice.
So yeah. But all right.
Okay.
So, does anybody want to recap what the fuck happened the last couple of episodes?
Chaos.
Betrayal.
We got a kill list.
Yeah. So, over
at 2, Lyra?
Great, right?
Say that again?
2 out of 3 missions went great.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'd say 3 out of 4 because Lyra's mission went amazing.
It went just as planned.
I'm like a little disappointed that Callie's not going to be watching this because it would be hilarious to see her in chat, but she's doing something else.
Oh, she'll know. She knows.
Oh, of course she knows. So, everybody, the last time we had Corruption Crew all together, just them, they had stopped in Neo Radami to pick up a cell phone and some minor trinkets with their newfound wealth, and figured, well, while we're here, why not stop in and see Passion's girlfriend? And they walked into something they weren't quite expecting, into find Henshin Prime Yostorian in a coma, and Vaccine Crew struggling to try and find how to save him. the two groups teamed up together and went on 3 separate missions to try and find things that could help save his life. One group, including Gurk, Demona, Spoofy.
Yeah, I was about to say, it was a mix.
Gurk, Demona, Simon, Cyberus, and a couple others. I'm struggling to remember because I have brain
Is that a
fart.
gun? Oh no, it's a pen.
It's a pen.
I'm like, are you just sitting there like, yeah.
Yeah, nope. This makes sense. Yes,
Yeah,
plotting
was it-
deaths.
America.
We write with them here.
You just see that you like go to cock it, and it's just like the equivalent of the click with a ballpoint pen.
It was Crypto, Dio, Simon, Cyberus, Demona, and Gurk that all went to corruption. To the moon went a whole bunch of vaccine members and Onyx, and then into the mind of Yost went Passion. But unfortunately, when she came out, and the rest of the others with her, it was too late. They learned that one of the vaccine crew and Sammy's potentially best friend betrayed them, poisoned Yost, and made off before any of them were any the wiser, before they lost her trail in the virtual world. The rest of you guys grouped up together to try and decide what the fuck to do now that the woman that killed Ranger Prime is nowhere to be found. Just in time for Ranger Prime's last gift to drop. A massive drop of information that he uploaded freely to the internet for the entire world to see all at once. Including dirt on politicians and gangs and mafias and criminal organizations, and including a certain circle of night that you guys have sort of been chasing after. The professor, who is the patron of Vaccine Crew, compiled all this information together into a program that he calls Stage, which lists out each of the members of the Circle of Night and their relative power level based on a 1 to 30, and the information that you guys know of them. I'll say at this point, both groups have sort of settled down to try and relax and figure out what the hell to do next. And I'll say Vaccine Crew has sort of gone off to one of you guys all gathered in one of the professor's rooms further down in the tower that you're in to get pizza and try and figure out what the hell to do next. What do you guys want to do? I'll say that Demona, at this point, you're with the group. You've been doing some studying while everyone else was discussing this, but to try and figure out what the fuck is happening, you figured you'd be with them.
Not just studying, but I'll agree with the rest of this.
Well,
I think we might have overstayed our welcome just a little bit. I think we should head home.
How much time do we have on the charm?
Not time.
you know that it's now been
Yeah, Onyx is fine.
4
Onyx doesn't need to worry about it.
days.
So is Passion.
About 4 days. You know you're getting close to the end of it. They very rarely last more than 5 to 6 days.
As I said, plot time.
We should probably get back. How do we get back?
Everyone hold hands. No, I'm serious. Everyone hold hands.
All right.
Bye.
Chewie just shoves the entire pizza that she was eating in her mouth. She had 3 slices and just rolls them up.
Okay. I'll assume we all met up
Wait.
in Sammy's apartment because it's like the only place we know of here.
Yeah.
The professor actually invited all of you guys down to what looks like at one point it was the same kind of apartments that Sammy has, and that you also saw that individual Lyra had. But this one has many of the walls busted out, and it is just one large open area that has tables all assorted around and everything. And both groups of you had sort of been at different tables trying to figure out what the hell to do next.
Are there any like office plants or ferns or anything around?
You forget that Demona has teleportation circle.
I mean,
You gotta make a circle.
There is one, yes. It looks like it probably could use some love, but there is one.
All right.
Oh, I have
first,
a
I
feeling it's going to get a lot of love.
First, I cast plant growth on it, and it's not the instantaneous one. Then I cast
Fireball.
transport via plants, and all of us get sucked into it, and we end up back at our apartment in Del Diablo.
Okay.
Still
Do we
with it.
actually get sucked into it?
Yes, we go into the plant, and then it's supposed to be themed like all the plants are connected by their own roots. Is where the spell's idea came from. So it's like,
No, I mean, do we step into it or do we get sucked into it?
it sucked.
I think we'll do the Dark Souls route, and we just get sucked into it.
Yeah, if you wanted to resist, you can, but that's what it looks like at least.
It's
because
pretty much
Just
stealth.
imagining like the Jumanji
Yeah,
thing.
and it's pretty much teleport. Just from
Because
plant to
Onyx
plant.
hesitates. Onyx does hesitate before she goes through, but Chewie hops on through and then she follows shortly after.
You come out. I believe there was a big ass tree on top of your apartment.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's where we are. Actually, no, we're
guys all-
we're at the largest of Passion's passion project in her room.
So Passion, you step through, and now you have no idea where you're going. You're just trusting Gurk.
Yeah.
But you're pretty sure he just teleported you into a jungle. You sort of like move shit around and you bump into something and you look down and you're pretty sure that's your bed sheets.
I wasn't dead for that long, guys.
Oh, this is new.
Because I believe the plant growth happened after.
Before and after.
Yeah, I was about
Okay.
to say
Going-
the plants just always grow twice as good as they did before.
As you say, because Scotty used the sudden plant growth the one time, remember?
Mhm.
Yes.
And Passion grew had a bunch, and then now,
Yeah, you now have a forest of weed.
nice.
But you guys can easily enough once you realize where you are, make your way to the door and out into the apartment.
Onyx pulls Chewie away from one of the plants.
Good thing she can't smell.
Hey, Kat.
Uh-huh.
I do apologize, but I did send a message I wanted to ask.
Are we just like, are we covered in, I forget what it's called, but there's like all that fluffy pollen stuff that's on weed flowers. Are we just like covered in pollen now? Because it's like a jungle that Cheech and Chong would cry over.
Sure.
The
I don't know
plants, are they
anything about
blooming?
marijuana plants. I don't know if that's
I-
an actual thing that
They're-
happens.
Well, they're technically
Are they
flowers. So I don't know.
But yeah, Passion starts kind of like looking at everyone like, I'm gonna clean this up.
I'll help. I feel like I might be responsible.
Might be is a very loose term.
So who of you is the first out of Passion's room?
Probably me.
Onyx looks also over and is like, at least the hole is gone now. Or filled, I guess. Because I imagine like the plants like crawled all over that was there and just...
So Demona, you hear yelling and easily sidestep out of the way as Seth comes barreling down the hallway. Who are you, intruder? Get the fuck out of here! With a baseball bat and like collides into the wall and oh shit, it's you guys. Oh thank God. He tried to hit you and rolled a 1 because I'm me.
Of course you
And
did.
he's high as fuck.
Tried to hit me, or
Yeah, he just heard somebody appear in Passion's room, and he came to go fight an intruder
Onyx,
with a baseball bat, but he said
Onyx
that he's
looks
high
at
as a kite.
I wave.
Looks
Has he
at
seen
Seth.
me like this yet?
He hasn't seen any. No, he hasn't seen neither you nor me.
No,
or Onyx. Onyx also changed significantly.
he has not.
Onyx is though still very recognizable though.
No, okay, all right, you're good. Whew.
So Seth, you should lay off a little bit, maybe. You know, you seem a bit paranoid.
Okay, you don't know how many people have come by the house for you guys lately. It has been so many people. I am surprised you guys don't have groupies breaking in for your signatures and shit.
Oh, that's the normal stuff.
Who? Wait, no, it's not. Who's coming by? Like tax
All
collectors?
sorts of... No, well,
Did
I
Lily
mean, I
buy?
feel like
You tell them we don't run anything, right?
Yeah, we already got it.
We're not
I mean,
buying
did
anything.
Did you not want Squirrely's Girl Scout cookies? Because I'll take them.
Oh, Girl Scout cookies we take. Was Lily in here?
Didn't we get like a crate or like a pallet of those or something?
You got a couple pallets.
We got a
I
shit ton of
do
those.
like to support our local little rangers. It's not Girl Scouts, it's Girl Rangers.
Go Rangers.
I love it. I'm here.
Oh my
for the
god, are they
kids.
all Beastmaster Rangers and they have like little rodent pets? Like,
Oh,
They are the rodent pets. Squirrely's children are actual squirrels because he is an awakened squirrel.
oh,
that's even cuter.
yes.
Anyone
he's
else
like,
want these two pallets of acorn cookies?
Yes, but not right away.
Okay, so you look.
You're shorter than I
mostly the
remembered.
same.
I'm still Onyx. The weird
Gurk?
Rye is Gurk, and that's Passion.
Oh, yeah. So, reincarnated. It's whatever.
He
got it
like
back.
reaches out to tap above your head, Passion, and then when he just feels air, is like, "Oh, okay, you did come back shorter."
Yeah.
Seth, you're very high right now.
So,
I'm so high right now.
I'm not sure.
So high.
I'm not sure if it's affecting us yet, but Onyx, did you file down your tusks?
No, I did not. Some fucking asshole De-Fragger took away my corruption without asking.
They did run it.
That's not right.
That's rude.
Yeah, no shit.
Was it that one of the ones with Sammy's crew?
Is that why you ripped his eye out or whatever?
I
No,
did
that was
nothing
that.
to him. No, that wasn't. No, I did nothing to the other dog. I couldn't remember his name. What is his name?
The other
Cyberus
dog.
and-
Toe.
Reese is
matter.
watching right now.
or as it says in the icons, crypot for a while. It said in a while. That was one of my favorite misspellings.
Crypot.
Crypot.
What was his name?
Crypto.
No,
Right.
Crypto. God, why are you both with C? Come on. That's throwing me off so much.
Think like Superdog, you know? Crypto the Superdog.
They're both like made up names anyways. That doesn't help.
all names
No.
are made up.
That's
Come
true.
on.
Wait, is that do you say that in character?
Say what?
Okay, let's go. Yes.
Because Seth's like, wait, your name isn't actually Cyberus?
What would be the coincidence of that?
I mean, I don't know.
It's a word where you combine words.
Wait,
A portmanteau.
Compound.
wait. Onyx
Also-
grabs both your
Yes.
shoulders. They took all of it?
Yeah. It's why I wasn't even sure I should come back because what's the point?
Who were they?
Out of character, what was their
Disc.
disc, but what was the order called?
Oh,
She had, like, a whole
She
thing.
definitely. She was like, her armor is like everything about it. So.
yeah, she told you. Give me a second.
I just had it opened yesterday. The Star Wars Knights or something.
Yes, the Knights of the
Wars,
Stalwart Shield.
Yeah.
Knights of the Starboard shit or something like that.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Did she have like ink blot face and was a void rai?
I never even saw her face. She always had her armor on and everything.
I don't trust her.
No shit.
Has I ever heard of the Starlight Shield?
Stalwart shield.
Let me rewrite.
You do have a magic item called Starlight Shield, don't you?
Me?
Yeah, didn't you make one up for Retroverse? Was that what it's called? Or no, it was like a Heartlight Bracer or something. But,
Yeah, that's the shield gauntlet.
Right. Well, Grux says, well, I can give it back if you want. It'll take a while.
What do you mean you can give it back?
It's something I can
It'll
do.
be different, right?
I can control,
Sure, it can
I
go
control
out
it
there.
to a certain extent. It definitely won't be the same, but at least you'll have some of it back.
I'm not even sure I can go out with you all anymore and, beat up bad guys and stuff.
You're still Onyx, you without the corruption.
What do you mean?
You don't understand. It's part of where my strength comes from. I was rock Rai through and through. There was nothing that would ever change about that. Everything, I was just, and that is where my strength came from. I was a rock more than any other rock Rai would ever be. That is how I could harden my skin so much when I get angry. Through the corruption and through my connection to the element itself. Same with how I can punch ghosts and other stuff like that. I channel the corruption into my fists. I learned that. And now it's gone.
They'll pay for this.
And sure, I can still fight. It's not the same.
You're still
I
the
can
same
already
Onyx.
feel how I'm weaker.
I can heal you.
At this sort of like the lords and ladies might be able to help. I mean, you did kind of save the city, so.
You really think they're going to help me?
She also did headbutt a late.
Eight of them might help you.
Who might
Wait a
help me?
The reason I say I could help is because Void Rai can give corruption. But it takes a while.
Yeah, the problem is, again, it would
be random, but the corruption druid also, whenever there's transfer of corruption, they can choose to a certain extent. And I'm hoping Cat will be nice and let me do it for like a plot thing where I could maybe do it. Maybe not like that easy, but I could possibly do it.
Or we just
for you.
go to a lord or lady.
I mean, the first level that she had, basically the important one for plot reasons, is not on the list, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The one that
I would be able to hopefully do that.
Is there
Yeah.
some function of DNA that would lead to certain predispositions of corruption?
So, especially Gurk and Cyberus, you guys are familiar enough with how corruption works. The entire point of it is that it's random. It's not typically something that you can control. And the fact that Gurk you can at all is incredibly rare. It's stupid rare. To give and take certain specific things like that, that's something you would have to go to somebody in the hierarchy for, and typically higher up than fairly high up. You know that like bosses like the gentleman was and Rocky is now, they can like suppress a level to like stop any negative effects or switch it with something else. But to gain like specific things, that's something you definitely have to talk to, like, petition a lord or lady for. Or at least somebody higher up on the food chain.
Druck was friends with that one cloud guy. Maybe he could help.
Or you could go talk to the gentleman.
He's not a lord or lady.
He is a higher up, though.
He could connect us
Not
to the
that
right
high.
person.
I don't.
That's-
I don't want to be in anyone's debt.
For what it's worth, the gentleman is actually a little higher up now.
Yeah, as I say, he got a promotion, remember?
Yeah, he got
Rocco's
a promotion.
now his
He's
old
a
friend.
big boss.
Onyx never like called in her big lord and lady favor that we all got.
I think that was just her not getting
No, but
arrested.
I feel like the big favor is like,
She's still alive.
yeah, I don't know. Like, I'll be honest, if they wanted you dead, they could find you, because like we send people out all the time. They would just send assassins after you that were hopefully more competent than the ones that went after you last time. But
But not very conspicuous.
I'm just imagining
no, it's
Onyx
not.
leading the
But
John
the lords
Wick
and ladies
life.
aren't exactly like paragons of subtlety. If
No.
what I'm saying is, if they wanted you dead, you'd already be dead.
I just imagine like Onyx going like full John Wick's, like tell
They're
them
undoubtedly
everyone they're
gonna-
gonna send after me, you're gonna kill them all.
Undoubtedly, they've got some other punishment planned for you.
Probably.
Probably.
But Del Diablo, the whole thing is here is debt. They owe you because you saved the city. However, you kind of like committed a federal, crime. So
I've seen action movies. They don't care about that. Onyx is just a loose the loose cannon.
how long have you been in Del Diablo? Because they kind of care about some of that, at least.
I think we should go visit
leave it at that.
King Narvana.
Anyway,
Yeah, your friend the
I
Nirvana.
have first, before you leave, I'm gonna tell you the rundown of everybody who's been here, because holy shit, there's been a lot. Also, I have cake in the kitchen, but I ate like 3/4 of it because you guys took like 4 days after you came back to
Oh,
life to
oh.
show up and eat your resurrection cake.
Oh,
Could've
I'm,
just
I'm
said
not.
us
I'm not hungry.
We just had pizza, but I'll eat it.
It's fine. I'll cook us something.
What?
Onyx looks at you. You're probably hungry again anyway.
Oh God, what the hell is that? I'm so sorry. Whew. Hi there.
It's your
That's
new
chewy.
sister.
Chewy, that's it. Say hi.
She like pulls up the hood a little bit, and he's like, "No, I'm sorry. I'm a douchebag. I'm sorry. Here, look. See, I'm weird too. I've got this." And he leans down, and for those that may or may not remember, Seth is a bronze dragonborn. And you realize now that his little tuft of goatee, the only hair on him, has grown probably about 3 or 4, a couple of inches since you guys last saw him. He's like, "See, my kind aren't supposed to have hair, but I do, because shit's weird. You want cake?" And kid's like,
So who else
always
who
wants
came
cake.
here? So who came here, Set?
"Oh, so let's see. There was
Let's go get the cake while you tell us.
yes, cake.
Yeah, cake.
It is a homemade chocolate cake. It is awesome, and there is nowhere near enough for all of you.
Was it made by who
Onyx
made
starts-
this?
Maybe get like 3 decent slices out of it.
Who made this
Onyx
cake?
starts making another cake.
Me.
Oh,
I know how to cook, guys. Who do you think makes tacos every Tuesday? It's me. I do a lot of the cooking because I don't have anything to do other than play video games and field all your
Oh,
calls. I
I-
should be your
I thought-
secretary. I should be paid for this.
Room and board.
I thought. No, he's
you
got a
smoke
point.
a lot of weed here.
You're sort of a refugee,
That's
anyways.
fair.
I thought you
Everybody
just.
here is a refugee.
I thought you just ordered the tacos from Burrito Bowl.
No,
Cakes
you
are
got
mixed
burrito bowl
themselves.
money every week. You got burrito bowl money every week.
We do now.
We did that.
Did
Did you all already forget that Seth and I made burritos last week for y'all? We're a good
Anyway.
team.
Okay, people who came by. There was parade guy. Let's see. The guy in the suit with the watch. You guys called him a buzzkill.
Oh, him. Joy.
Let's see. A couple of people from, the city looking for handouts because, of course.
Any of them avoid Rai? No, shoot them for coming here.
No. Squirrely stopped by to drop off, the goods. By the way, the pallet is in the back alley. I couldn't fit it in the
Wait
door.
a minute. So if you ordered all this stuff, where did you get the money for it if apparently we're not paying you?
We bought that, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Also, Seth, do you think Squirrely's name was born named Squirrely?
I never asked. But
Does it matter?
from what he's mentioned, I feel like at one point he was like a regular squirrel that didn't have a name. And then was awakened and just went with whatever they called him where he was from.
Most awakened animals, they give their own names. The druids usually let them name themselves.
Pointing out that
Also,
most have their own names.
I bought cake supplies with my monthly stipend. I mean, if you guys would actually remember things, you guys have cards that have money on them. The universal basic income. It's not a lot, but it's at least enough to put food on the table.
Actually, I don't have a card anymore.
Oh yeah.
Here, and you can have mine.
Probably get another one issued. I'm
Yeah.
sure it's fine.
Gruk-
Also, you are made of money now.
Gurk,
Stop.
Gurk hands you a card, and it has you have your driver's license pictures, and the picture is just the very top part of the feather headdress that Gurk used to have, because he was too
I
short.
love it.
Passion then hands that to Set. Here you go. You got a double thing.
At this point, Seth has doled out the 3 slices of cake to whoever would take the first 3.
Chewy took all
Uh-huh.
3.
Yeah, and she is now chewing on the plate.
I'm just imagining
I just
shredder
imagine,
noises.
I just
Yeah.
imagine handing Chewy one of the plates, basically here, to hand it over to someone else because she was the closest, and she
Mhm.
just did.
Whole thing. Plate and all.
Yeah.
Those kids in the superhero costumes, the weather girls, seasonal girls, they stop by.
The Spice Girls?
Did we miss Halloween?
Oh wait, wrong team.
No, the
Seasonal
Henshin
girls.
that are super secret but run around in colorful costumes.
Yeah.
Most Henshin.
Yeah, the ones that Tomo's taking care of.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Henshin.
They stopped by. Had a little bit of cake. But they were generous enough not to eat all of it. I, unfortunately, have been high for 4 days and alone, so.
Well,
you've been high for 4 days. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it was pretty great, actually. Yeah, it was nice. There was also, half-elf guy in a suit that came by for Demona talking about some kind of, business opportunity. I think I told you about it over the phone, Demona.
Nah,
Is Demona still...
Need to get back in touch with him.
Yeah, he left a business card.
Tars?
It's pretty bland. It literally is just a black, it's completely black, and has a phone number on it, and a phone number in white, and that's it. He's like, I have no idea how much you paid on this, but it's too much. There's literally nothing identifying on here whatsoever.
It's more than enough for me. I take the card and step off to make a call.
So
I have nobody.
I think we should go speak with Joaquin Narvana about Onyx's problem.
Yes.
Oh, Set. What did the parade person want, by the way?
To organize the parade with you guys.
All right.
Like, they
What?
want you to be part of it, like, be on a float, I guess. I don't know, he seems nice enough, but...
What day is it?
Onyx
Is it-
looks absolutely disgusted at the idea.
What day is what? Is the parade?
Yeah, when's the parade? Do we have to worry about that?
It's probably like
This is
3 months from now.
No, it's in like 3 days or so. He's been planning it, and he's been real annoyed that you guys have been a no-show for most of the week.
Excuse us, we're saving the world in other cities too.
Sorry, I was dead.
Oh, yeah, also that. And the moon.
Wait, what were you doing saving the world?
Don't worry about it.
It's hard to say.
You know, things we get
Henshin
up to.
business.
I think we did.
Wait a minute. You guys had to do with that dead Henshin guy, the like super important one?
Yeah,
Well, I think
We
only
tried-
Passion did, but yeah.
I was in his mind.
I survived a nuclear strike on the moon. Well, a meteor strike, but
Oh, that's neat.
We went to another dimension.
Yeah.
See, this is what happens when you don't just sit around and get high.
Oh yeah, what are we gonna do with this thing? And I'm just holding the tear.
Yeah, we need to. We should go to the library and
What is
see if
that?
there's a book about it.
Can I like roll an Arcana to see what I could do with this? AK, can I make myself a big boss and I can just give Onyx her powers back?
So it would take more than a big boss to do that, but you can certainly roll an Arcana check and see what it would do.
Okay.
is it a tier of the goddess? And you
it-
get more mana as you use your abilities.
It was pretty much a tier of a great old one, but in Corruption Land. Dirty 20.
Can you sever immortality with it?
So you know that this is
Immortality is overrated.
Sever.
Oh.
The
This
times
is-
of Mhm.
this is a tier of a Neverborn, which are the oldest beings in corruption as far as you guys were told. They're obviously called Neverborn because they were not born. They were sort of just there from the moment that realm existed. You're not 100% sure of what its limits are. You know that it's probably extremely powerful and completely unlike anything you've ever seen before. You're not 100% sure what it would do. You know it would do something big, but who knows? It could turn her into one of them. It could do the same sort of thing of what it did to lords and ladies and
Are we-
turn her into
Are we
something
talking
completely
like
different.
artifact
It
level
could be, like,
item?
Potentially, yeah. But it's the realm of the things that you can do with it are astronomical. As far as you can tell, you could potentially do anything with it, but because it's that pure corruption, you aren't really certain exactly what it would do.
You also probably could just completely defragment someone with that.
We should go to the library
100%.
tomorrow and ask the library. The big spider library.
Fuck me, I just remembered you guys are on the other side of the world.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
probably like morning right now.
Also, Onyx looks at that thing. I'm not eating that.
I mean, if anyone's going to eat it, I'll do it, but we have to figure out what it does first.
Chewy's doing this.
No.
No, Chewy. No.
Gruk puts it away in
It's
his
not food.
puts it away in his
Magical,
pants pocket.
powerful magical artifacts are not food. Though we don't know what Chewy's mouth actually does. Maybe it just completely destroys everything you throw into
Chewie
it.
is
So
just Kirby.
if we want to get rid of something, we can just Chewy here.
Chewie's just Kirby, confirmed.
A sphere of annihilation with skin over the top.
Maybe what she eats comes out somewhere else, like a portal or something.
That's just
That's
how
a very
body
disturbing
works.
thought, and I don't know if that's
That's just how a body works, Cyberus.
Yeah, well, somewhere
You eat
farther
it,
away.
it goes in one place, it comes out another. That's just
I
how
know.
a body works.
Has
I
that
don't-
been confirmed with Chewie?
I know
I just imagine Chewy hearing all of this and starting to snicker.
I know
Mhm.
Chris hasn't thought of this because you're the one expanding more on the corruption stuff. But I'm gonna ask anyway and roll an Arcana check. What happens to where do things end up after they've been fully corrupted and they're just like what's left of them? What happens? Like is it just in like the astral plane floating around like dead gods
I thought they end up in Dark Radix when they
Isn't
try
it just
again.
entropy? Don't they just dissolve into energy or something?
No, they go to Dark Radix because that's where passion was earlier.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'll probably just assume that, right?
Yeah, you can roll an Arcana check to see if you remember anything more other than that, and I'll tell you exactly what it's like.
18.
Okay. So, every creature and object touched by corruption has a sort of mirror to it in Dark Radix, which is where you guys went when you went to corruption. Cyberus, Gurk, and Demona. And that's where the souls of creatures that are native to Radix go when they frag out. Things that were never of Radix, like the stuff from the complete other side, comes from somewhere else. Like, so you know that there's the way that you had heard it is sort of the underverse and oververse, or vaccine and corruption. As far as you can tell from what studying that you've done, what's on the other side of the eye is a completely different reality that's kind of antithetical to everything on this planet. So
would I think that whatever Chewie eats doesn't go in her stomach? Or if it does go in her stomach, it eventually ends up there?
Potentially. It's entirely possible that whatever she eats ends up in Dark Radix.
Okay.
But she has, like, what, 6 levels of corruption or so?
No, more than that.
We don't know.
She doesn't have layers. I mean, she's beyond that.
No, she has...
Because you can't defrag her stuff. So she's beyond layers.
She's a little beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't remember whether you guys actually tried to...
I tried.
Take it away.
Okay. Oh, I
Okay.
didn't try to take it away, but I tried to figure out what she was.
Yeah.
I don't suppose we could go to Dark Radix and remove corruption something until it reappears in regular world. It doesn't like go in reverse.
It does not.
I don't think so, no.
It seems imbalanced.
I don't think, like, it's not a scale. Like, it doesn't have to be 1 for 1. Also,
Okay.
Who knows? It might do that, and it just comes back in the middle of the ocean in the Subnautica.
Hmm.
Who knows?
Ocean.
Let's not do that.
There's been a lot of theories on Dark Radix. Everyone believes that it's actually part of the broken universe and it's just scattered into the void. And that's what it is. And that we're in the center, where everything's still together, but it's slowly falling apart. You know, and
Listen, this is a lot of heady talk for me and Chewie, so I have a girlfriend that I haven't seen in a long time, and she hasn't met her, so...
Do you want me to give you protection?
Protection from what?
Corruption, I'd say.
You might get corruption even if you don't want it now.
I'm gonna stay here. This is the only place where Chewie can be, and I'm not gonna leave her.
Hmm.
She just, like, scoots her chair over noisily towards you and hugs you with one arm.
Oh.
While, like, trying to reach over to the plate the cake had been on to get more chocolate.
It's... Even if it's where Lily lives. I guess it's home now. Even if it's not perfect. But... yeah. So, I'll talk with her. I know you want me to talk to the Nirvana, but... things are strange.
Take all the time you need.
Seth is like, didn't you also talk to the spider guy? Maybe he's more approachable?
The librarian?
Yeah.
You might need to pay him a visit. But Onyx...
Didn't you, like, jump off
It's
of
okay.
that thing and
It's okay.
crush a cat?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for...
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry about the cat.
It's in a better place. Dark Radix.
Thank you for coming out.
I imagine
about
the
this, Onyx.
cat was so corrupted that it actually didn't die.
It's an ooze.
It's a flat cat now.
Oh god, no! I'm just imagining like
not an
intelligent
ooze.
chunky salsa. Oh no!
Yeah, it's like the thing, you know?
Focus.
No, it's an ooze now. It's an ooze cat. It's
Is that
an
what it
ooze
is?
cat.
Like I said, chunky
Yeah.
salsa.
Yeah, no, it's an ooze cat.
Anyway.
An ooze can change
It's-
its form, so now
They
it's
can fit under a
It's
door.
Stranger Things season 3. Without spoiling anything, but alright. So, well,
Onyx is actually responsible for once and does not take the car.
He doesn't want to put Chewie at risk of her driving.
yeah, I think I agreed with you, Cyberus. Maybe we should go see our spider friend. You're the one that suggested
The
it.
library can tell us more about the Tier of the Neverborn as well.
That's what I was thinking.
Demona, you ring that phone number.
Yeah, that's what I was doing while everybody was chatting.
Real quick, we're gonna go over to you.
Oh shit.
You got
It-
enough.
The line only rings for like one like solid sound, and then you hear a voice. Hello.
Demona
Is this-
speaking.
I thought it was Demona. So I heard you're putting together a little team, right?
Duh.
I'm interested in investing in it. I'm something of a warrior myself. I do a little here and there. But all of the guilds that I've seen lately have been kind of bland and boring, frankly. You definitely seem more my style.
I could use investment. What did you have in mind?
Well, let's see. Based on what I've heard of how quickly you're growing it, I could probably offer about 10,000 investment for, we'll say, 40% shares. That's if you're the sole owner. I don't want to take any of the thunder away from your teammates. I know that you kind of work in a team, but I don't know that they're all in the guild, or I don't know how this works.
40% is agreeable, but I will need some assistance in recruiting.
Oh, I can certainly help with that. I have many friends.
I believe we can make a deal.
You can call me Kai. And Demona, as you're sort of like fiddling with the card, and just the heat from your hand, the color on the card shifts, and you see now that there are basically two different tones to that black. There's like a flat matte that's slightly duller, and all around the number, you see a sort of raised glossy ink in the shape of a coiled dragon, and the name Kai, Kai.
You literally had the foresight to give Demona a heat reactant card from an NPC.
Mhm.
I am amazed. That is baller.
That's also extra as fuck.
Yep.
Yes, yes, it is. But I
Extremely
freaking love
extra.
It. I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm keeping that card, by the way.
Mhm.
I was like, I've got to get myself one of these.
No, if it was any of mine, they'd probably explode. If there
So,
was
like,
more.
so what are you looking to hire? Are you looking for muscle, for brains, for snipers, hackers?
Right now, I need R&D scientists. But anyone
work
with
with that.
special talents, I could recruit.
Okay, I can definitely look into somebody for R&D. You've got a deal, Demona.
Photo show.
I'll gather up a handful of recruits and I'll see you in Del Diablo in a few days. How can I find you? Can I just stop by the hot box that is the apartment there?
Yet. Come to my club. Demon Dogs.
Nice. I like it. You have to send me the address. And the phone clicks off.
Nice.
So, back to the rest of you guys. What are you doing?
Gurk merges into the stone wall that goes to the basement and goes out the other side.
Of course.
How's everything doing down there? Remember, I just put a bunch of trash down there and like had fungus growing and stuff. And there's a big boulder down there. You recall?
Oh, we're aware of the boulder.
There's so much stuff to grow down there. You have a fungi forest.
Okay, I gotta ask, because you can make this potentially dangerous for me. Are we talking like molds, like the DMG molds down here and green slimes? Or are we just talking about quote-unquote natural fungus and stuff?
Let's find out. As far as you can tell from the handful of feet that Gurk gets in before his view is just completely obscured by spores and fungi, it all seems mundane. You maybe should not be breathing in the spores as much, but as long as you don't put them in your mouth, you think you'll be fine.
I just
Maybe
realized
take a shower
if it's growing like everywhere, when I pass through stone, I don't pass through fungus and mold. So I come out the other side between the rock and where it's growing. So
yeah, it doesn't
just like rips it off of the stone.
It hasn't been it won't grow straight on the rock just because it has all this delicious trash to grow on. So you basically come out onto a pile of them.
I don't like this new nose. And I take out like a random cloth and stuff and use it as a face mask cover.
Okay.
He's finally learning what have we all been living with.
And let's see. Do I? Yeah, I do. I go, screw it. And I just touch the mold that connects with everything else and cast Blight. Does it all die?
I mean, yeah. It's a plant. It takes extra damage, doesn't it?
It takes double. If it doesn't make its con save, and if it's just normal plants,
I don't think it
it doesn't have con.
The entire room just deflates. There is now a very thin film of fungi ash entirely over your garbage pile. It is an unpleasant smell. You're not sure if it made it worse or not, but at least it's hopefully not poisonous now. Maybe it's dormant now. Still smells absolutely terrible.
I think we need to hire an Atiak.
What?
We're not
there. I ritual cast merge with stone again, and I come out the other side, probably smelling freaking horrible. And I'm like,
I mean, kind of same for Demona.
I think I know what our new pet's gonna be.
I wrote the word Demona in my notes, and I said it. Sorry.
I was rather curious.
Demona probably smells like sulfur and coal more than garbage.
Thank you.
I know what our new pet's gonna have to be.
Oh God, baby Altiok! Oh, it's terrifying.
Is that like a fungus monster?
Kind of.
It's a garbage monster.
Oh, Otiarch. I was thinking I did Altiarch or something.
I mean, it's just
I
as weird
understand.
in 80s fantasy name as anything.
I understand completely.
I pull out the Nah, we wouldn't have this. I was gonna say the equivalent of the Yellow Book.
I mean, you have cell phones
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
Gurk can now see. I like Scotty's like, yeah, but Gurk is a loser and wouldn't know how to use a phone.
Yeah.
It's like, would Gurk really know enough about technology to realize that there is a Yellow Pages? Nah.
What are you looking up?
Oh, I was gonna see if maybe there's anywhere where they have like a Uptiak problem, or better yet, they're selling one. We could make good use of it. Get another layer of defense for the house.
There are plenty of like garbage processing plants in the city that some of them burn it for energy, some of them use monsters and magic and that sort of thing to get rid of it. You may be able to find one there.
Maybe we could get a pet slime.
That would be pretty cool, but they're kind of
That is like,
they're kind of mindless, and they also only eat specific things.
I would be cautious though on what kind, because some of them might be able to eat through the stone door,
Yeah.
given enough time.
Last thing I want is to be woken
I
up
had
by
one of
a-
those like sucker fish like that at one point when I was in Luxor Prime. Sucker ate straight through one of those decorative rocks.
I've lost, I think, 2 of my brothers to one that was like a cube. It was weird.
Oof.
I remember we were
okay,
hopping through the sewage, and they just like hung in midair and dissolved in front of my eyes. No big deal. We were only like a month old then.
Not a fun story.
That's some childhood trauma.
It's not. It is.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow,
that's messed
none-
up. Most people...
Wow, non-Trogs are weird.
No, I think it's the other way around. Trogs are just weird. No offense, but...
I think
Am
everybody's weird.
I wrong? No, I'm definitely not.
Are we the bad guys? Am I
No,
the
is
weird
that-
ones?
Is the meme with Skinnerd, where he's just like,
Yeah.
"Am I the one that's
Am I
on
out
it?
of town?
Or what? Or am I
Am
on
I
it?
the one that's on it? No, it's everyone else. I got you, Scotty. I got you there.
Oh, he's like, so, the other thing that the guy that harshes your buzz said, Horomancer,
Yes.
he bitched a lot about how, like, he appreciated the effort of what you said during your speech, Passion, but when the like video got transmitted, it looks like whatever you were showing behind didn't quite show up. He said something or another about like putting it into a computer kind of enforce the enchantment on it. I'm not 100% sure what he's talking about.
Put it on the computer, upload it or something like that, I assume.
Yeah, so reminder, during Passion's speech where she basically told the anarchist to come kiss her ass and fight me, she typed up, or she like put up images of the treaty on the big screen behind her for the world to see. But because it was a digital representation instead of a physical written thing, the same like corruption that stopped you guys from taking pictures of it with your cell phone had that same effect. So people could see that you were showing something and they knew what you were talking about with, like, they could hear your words with talking about the treaty, but it's kind of hard to, nobody really has an idea of exactly what it is.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So
He's like, for what it's worth, you guys have a shitload of money now. You could just pay somebody to write a bunch of copies, or...
I can probably do it in my off time.
I'm just saying, like, pay 50 kids to do that. You pay them like a gold a copy. They'll go fucking nuts.
I think
Didn't the government
I think
be
I
doing
over
that for
Huh?
I wouldn't think it'd rest on us to make copies.
Well,
Wouldn't
I
the
mean, like, you
holder
guys
have,
have
like-
kind of taken a point on this whole, like,
Yeah, I say
saving
we
the
probably
world
should.
shit, so, like,
How's your penmanship?
mine?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty garbage. I mostly type. I mean, I
Oh.
was in computers, but I mean, like, I can write. It's just I'm gonna get hand cramps after like probably the third thing or so.
We'll put something up for it.
We could get a printing press and just make a bunch of big sheets.
What is a printing press?
It's like a 3D printer, but for ink on paper.
Why not just use a printer?
Oh, hey, I found one in the Undercity.
It's
Not so
completely analog. The printing presses would be analog if we're trying to avoid digital corruption.
I don't think it's corruption. I think it's that it can't be photographed.
I was using the corruption in the other way where it messes up the way it looks.
Well, anyway, I heard with these new giant ears of mine that Demona apparently needs researchers or something, and I'm a researcher, so I'm gonna go see what the heck's going on with that.
Don't forget, you guys.
I'm sorry, I just remembered we now have one more fucking Rye in the party that
Yeah,
gets
with
eavesdrop
the
on
BS
goddamn
ears.
everything.
With the BS ears, yeah.
Yeah, Passion look to Seth like, I'll deal with that after.
Is that literally all of you except for Cyberus and Passion are Rye now?
Yep.
Holy
Possibly.
shit, yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
only
Okay.
thirds.
Yeah, Tomo, Demona, me, and Onyx.
Yeah, all of you are awry.
That's what happens when you have like 20 different subraces.
This party has gone awry.
Ha!
Oh, and Arya have big ears. It counts for something.
But
Yes,
yeah,
it does.
Passion looks at Seth and go, if that did that parade person leave a number or something we can contact him at?
Oh yes, he left several. He pulls out a stack of business cards that these ones have like they're much more colorful. It's like a purple background with glitter like in the form of like galaxies on it. And the name Panache Hill.
Passion looks at the others. I assume you want me to deal with this, right?
What does he want? Does he want us to design floats or like decide what order everything goes in?
He probably wants to confirm what we're doing and all that kind of stuff, and make sure we're not doing something stupid.
Oh, well, good luck.
I know. But yeah. All right. Yeah. Passionately. All right. I'll deal with that then, and she'll leave the house. And also, I'm gonna go visit the seasonal girls while I'm out. Might as well do two things at once. She's gonna call the person while walking to the seasonal girls place.
Okay. So the phone rings like 3-4 times before you hear Panache Hill. Can I help you?
You were coming to our place. It's Passion.
Oh, yes. Oh, finally. I was wondering if you guys would ever show the hell up. Yes. So I was wondering, are you guys going to are you planning to attend the parade? Please say yes. You're required to say yes. Thank you. I would like to know who all is going to be there because we're going to have you guys on a float probably. I understand that there was some tension between one of the members and Susan, so we're going to make sure that you guys are not too close to them because that seems like a bad time. And basically just like want to plan what you guys are wearing, that you don't say anything stupid, that you don't like piss off another person that might strap a bomb to them and threaten the entire city, you know, that sort of thing.
But just easiest way is whatever you do, don't give Onyx a live mic.
Good to know. Good to know. Didn't plan on it, but still good to know.
I'm sorry, Hera, but I'm not.
No, that's totally fair.
I don't think anyone else is really going to be a problem.
That's good. Yeah, good. I don't know what happened there. I just heard my own voice echoed
Yeah.
back at me.
That was interesting.
He's like, yeah, if there's anything that you guys are like interested in, I don't know. I know that there's going to be costumes, probably a couple of paper dragons. The Knights Malefiants are obviously going to be doing their own little like march thing in there somewhere. Any favorite bands? Because we're hosting a lot. I think we're at 196, so we got room for a couple more if you guys have any favorites.
I'll send a message to them and find out and get back to you on that.
Fantastic.
And while she says that, she types a message to everybody in the. She'll send a message to everyone. Anyone have a favorite band and they want to show up to the event?
You get back from Gurk, you can't quite understand the word, but when you say it out loud, it's the Rogs.
I love it.
Cyberus wants the Beastie Boys.
No, you laugh, but fun fact, the music at least is canonically in the universe because my character in that's what Omen played.
I imagine the Beastie Boys is a band from Beasttown.
Hell
It's
yeah.
all animals.
100%.
They're all animals.
Or Beastburg, it's what it's called.
Yeah.
Eastburg, yeah.
100%.
Yeah, Pat should also say, in terms of clothing and such, either you decide that or you don't want half of this party deciding what they want to wear. It'll not look good.
Fantastic. I will do that for them then. Great.
If you look up the
This is gonna be
band,
fantastic.
if you look up the band, it's a Trog garage band that like hasn't made anything in like 20 years. They're probably all dead.
I was about to say they're
Rock
probably...
is 3.
You can appreciate the
That's
classics.
oldies.
Living in the ghetto, that's probably all he could listen to. That was new stuff for him.
That's true.
Onyx does not send anything back as a response to that text because she knows that they wouldn't invite any of the bands she'd want there anyway.
The
Oh,
inappropriate.
just fuck
the
the
odd-
police.
Well, critically of the system, you know, that kind of stuff.
I like to think there's another Trog one. It's like called like Instein.
Yeah. Passion probably would talk with him quite a bit about planning stuff because Passion is very much about spectacle. So,
They probably also shouldn't give Passion an open mic because
what are you talking about? No,
what happened?
Passion's-
You remember what happened last time?
Nothing
Yes,
bad
she
happened.
fucking
Until,
does. She wrote it.
nothing bad happened until afterwards, after she got off the mic. They have to give Passion a mic, you know, that's the thing, because
Oh,
she's the
no.
only one with a fucking charisma score in this group.
Okay,
Tomo
I have a
does,
charisma score of 11.
So he mentions that the parade is probably going to be 20 kilometers long, so about 12.5 miles for our American friends. They have 196 bands booked. They're aiming for 200, but if you guys have some favorites that they approve, they might go over that. They're expecting to have about 140 floats, a couple that several paper dragons. Let's see. Looks like a lot of the schools in the area are planning costume parties based on the parade and celebrating the city and the newfound heroes of the city.
Picture some of the kids dressing up as Onyx.
I just imagine Passion putting like the details in the chat for everyone to see, and Onyx just responds
With
with
the
like
vomit
3
emoji.
vomit emojis.
No, Passion is 100% writing everything down and texting it to the group chat for just the corruption crew, but
Just to see their reaction.
yes, no, she is just reveling in this because she knows most of them are gonna fucking hate this, and that's what makes her even happier.
But talking to the guy, you can tell he's genuinely like very excited about it,
Mhm.
and offers to meet up with you for coffee or dinner or something and show you the plans that he has.
She says that sounds good. Whenever it's good, I'm just
He's like, I can bring like Chinese or something by and show everybody if you'd like.
very, very heavy in the sarcasm. Like, one big, they would love that.
I can't wait. And I'll say about that point, you make your way to you were heading to the seasonal girls' place, right?
Yes, because they had stopped in, so
Yeah.
she figured.
As soon as you make your way past like the security door that has the secret code to get inside, you are immediately jumped by two of the seasonal girls, with the other two bringing up the rear, and then far behind them, Tomo and Phil.
I'm assuming they kind of like jump hug her pretty much.
Oh yeah, they immediately jump and hug her.
Yep.
The other two are sort of like smiling and do like the awkward, like it's good to be back hug. They're a lot more.
Also, they're probably around the same height as Passion now.
They're like,
Passion just tackled to
we
the
get
ground,
taller,
falls, dies
or-
from the fall, hits her head.
Too real, Hera. Too real.
oof. So like, did we get
No,
taller,
I got shot.
or
Probably both.
okay? I mean, I don't think it's been that long, but okay.
It's good to see you, girls.
You too. We're glad you're alive again.
Again.
So what are you doing? Did you hear about the parade? Are you guys gonna go?
Yep. I was just on the phone with actually the person setting it up.
Oh, nice.
And
Did we hear right in the group chat that you were like suddenly freaking rich?
yep.
Nice.
Tomo is too.
And Tomo's like, they eagerly invite you in for dinner. It looks like they're having chicken wings that are served on paper plates because they the one mentions, by the way, you owe us all new silverware plateware because your recaster broke every damn plate on the way out.
All right, I can do that. That's fair.
You are rich
yeah,
now.
apparently it didn't like being put in the energy cage, and it got real pissy when it got let out.
That's not a surprise.
I'm pretty sure it broke like 6 streetlights on the way out of town.
That's a
before
Del
it started
Diablo
phasing
problem.
again.
That's a Del Diablo problem.
I mean, yeah. And they sit down and they're like, so is it true you actually like went into Ranger Prime's head, into his brain?
Yeah, into his memories and stuff. I actually drew some really good pieces from it.
Oh, can we see? Do you have them with you?
Yes, she would have either taken, because I'm assuming she probably would have handed the actual, like, some of the ones that were important, she probably would have handed to HQ.
Mhm.
Kind of to, like, probably of, like, the person who attacked Yost and that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she'd start sharing, like, a lot of the memory ones.
Mhm.
No, because she wanted to keep a record, because now at this point there's only a couple people who know those memories of Yost, so best to capture them.
Dawn is very interested and sitting like next to you looking at everything. The others are sort of crowded around too, but
They're interested, but not as interested in the artistic of it.
and they're like the eldest of them, Summer, the sort of like leader of the group, is like, so how much did you see of the information that he dropped on the internet? Phil like tried to censor some of us from it, but that's kind of fucking idiotic, considering he doesn't really have access to parental controls, or what he does put on are super easy to hack, especially because Tomo taught us how.
That's not a surprise. We've seen, the most I've seen has been the information on the group we're going after.
The Circle of Night, yeah?
Yes.
That's who that anarchist shit had worked for, right?
Yes. That's actually also one of the people who brought me back.
Wait, what?
Yeah, what was her name, Kat?
What
Redeemer?
you remember her as was Holy Mother.
Mm-hmm.
The name that she went by, according to her Circle of Night name, is the Proselytizer.
Okay. Yeah, the Proselytizer is the one who brought me back. And I'm very confused about that. And
yeah,
worried.
I can see why. Winter, the arrogant Asai, is like, do you think it could be like a long con? Do you think like
it makes no sense for it to be a long con, because unless they expect me never to find out, then maybe. But I don't know how they'd expect me to. I don't know how they wouldn't expect me to then immediately turn around and fight them still. Either way. Either that or they just don't know me well enough.
Twilight sits up. She's the tiefling with short black hair.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, unless she did something when she brought you back, because there'd be like, I don't know, a chip in your head or something that will make you go evil or kill you if you decide to go against them or something. Or
I don't know.
So. That might be a little too like movie-ish.
Also,
I don't know.
I got no clue.
We could run some tests. I mean,
better
it's nowhere
safe than
near like
sorry.
what we have back at HQ, but we got something.
Better be safe than sorry, right?
Yeah. Summer is there is also the possibility that they just want different things. I mean,
yeah,
you guys are on a team and you all have different goals and things, right?
Yeah, I was actually thinking of contacting her. I'm not really sure how, but
Oh, I'm sure that'll be great. There's no way that could backfire in any way.
I mean,
to be fair, it's not like you haven't already invited them to blow your house up, so.
Yeah, everyone knows where I live, literally.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. It didn't get blown up. It wasn't the one I was living at.
Oh, good.
I didn't even give him my actual place I lived.
No? Okay, I'll be honest. I have no idea how many people live in that apartment, because like sometimes it seems like no one. And then, well, like I didn't know if you actually lived there or not, because like I know Tomo lives there, but she also has her own little apartment, but like 99% of the time she's sleeping on our couch.
I mean, that's just how Tomo is.
Tomo's just like, it's really comfortable, okay?
Honestly, I feel that as a person, because whenever I go to my parents' house, I always sleep on the couch.
It's also like one of those stupid large ones too.
Yeah. That's actually the main reason why, because my parents have very short mattresses, so my feet hang out, except for the couch. But yeah. No, I am smart enough not to put everyone else in danger when I do stupid stuff.
Well, we appreciate that.
Only myself was in danger there. But yeah.
But they sit down with you and talk about everything that's been going on the last couple of days, and take you to the like med bay area where they do a scan and that sort of thing. It's nothing like what you would have at the Looper Call, but it's at least like an X-ray, and they can do like a basic CAT scan sort of thing.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, who wants to go next? I know Cyberus and Gurk were talking about going to the Arachnid Library, and Onyx was talking about taking Chewie to meet Lily.
Yeah.
Actually, I was going to investigate Demona needing researchers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do that first.
That's a good idea.
So, do you need researchers? Researching what? You might be able to make a little cooperation effort here.
Technology and corruption.
Okay.
Like the combination.
Oh, hey, Cerberus.
Yeah, I'm here too. I also like science now.
I don't have big wry ears, but I have the best passive perception in this fucking party.
I know what's going on.
To be fair, I was thinking of approaching Cyberus to see if he wanted to take part in the guild. Because he honestly seemed like the only one who would be interested.
I think that had been brought up and I was agreeable to it.
Gruk's gonna have to buy himself a large white coat. Now I think about it. He keeps literally the rest of his clothes. He's got the skinny, acid-washed jeans, black jeans, the oily hair, but the doctor's unbuttoned.
Like leather, no shirt, and lab coat.
Yeah, yeah.
Unbuttoned lab coat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wear
my
it for the
God.
pocket.
He would wear it like
fucking weird.
weeb style, or like the big shonen samurai where they like don't have the sleeves on, they just wear it like a cape.
I half expected you to say that, it would be worn like a regular coat, but it would be completely open, so it's like it's showing the no shirt underneath it.
Yeah, no, you gotta have the.
Oh, yeah.
It's open with the thing just around the shoulders, and that's it.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I did a cosplay with that, and it was a nightmare to get to stay exactly like that, because I had to Velcro it into the shirt, is how I had to do it.
Oof.
It was fun,
That's
though.
better.
I was about to say in real life that doesn't work, but Retroverse, anything's possible.
Oh, of course. Also, it is actually not that hard to make work.
Yeah, but for day to day, that's not gonna happen.
I mean, it's not that hard to do day to day either. As long as you have the right fixing way to do it, and shouldn't be much of a problem.
Anyway, so what kind of tech were we talking about?
Technology to assist in mercenary work. Corruption for, to both subsist and accelerate. I want to be able to remove or alter, just as the big bosses do.
So do you kind of want to go into the arms trade, is what you're telling me?
Possibly. Just more research to assist. If we can alter our guild members with varying levels of corruption, then we can increase our mission success rate.
In my head, are we the bad guys? Outside my head? That sounds great.
This overlaps a lot of what my goals are.
So we're going to form these, what did you call them? D-Dogs? What?
Oh, the mercenary guild is called Demon Dogs.
Demon Dogs. Sorry, I thought you said D-Dogs.
I thought it was Devil Dogs.
No, it had to be demon.
Right.
To avoid copyright.
It's in the name.
Well, that and the whole, backstory for Demona.
Okay, yeah. That's... Well,
I mean, if
I'm interested.
Demona ever needs demons, Passion can summon them.
Did you take that?
No, I didn't. I'm just fucking around.
Here, I can get you some blood from somebody who died within the last 24 hours to help with the spell. That's an optional material
Hey
component.
guys, watch how quickly I can die.
No. If you had the material component, you'll be fine. The demons won't harm you. You won't be able to tell them to do shit, but they won't harm you. Anyway. Well, I've been looking into researching corruption in the same field, so that actually works out for me. I'd be willing to join, if you'd allow it.
Cyberus?
Yes. I was going to do that anyways.
Wonderful. My club is almost complete. The barracks and most of the armory are ready. The rest just has to be built. A few days at most.
That's a quick building.
I had someone on the inside working for it.
It also probably wasn't built from scratch. It was probably like a building that you bought and repurposed.
Wait, the inside of what?
Just because Del Diablo is a mega city, so like open plots of land are kind of rare. Say that again, Cyberus.
Oh, she said that she had someone on the inside, and I was like, inside of what? Inside of the construction guild?
Effectively, the second in command, was working for me, doing this, working to get the guild and the building up and running while we were off on the missions.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's smart.
I'm fairly certain I've mentioned him before. Ademska? Shalatowska?
Yes. Yeah, you've mentioned him a few times.
I remember this. Yeah, I remember this coming up.
Yeah. He's the one that's been working in Del Diablo for me to get all of this up and running while I've been out running with the rest of the group.
I know
Inside Diablo.
I know of perfect mascots / guard dogs that we can have. Looks over at the ones that we got from the bounty hunter guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a box of puppies that you've been just carrying around, I guess.
No, they've just been somehow surviving in here the whole time.
The bounty hunter guy? You mean one of the big villains?
I will say, they probably hung out in Sammy's apartment, supervised by Bork, which I am heartbroken that I missed out on describing the cute scenes of that, because that would have been fucking amazing.
Oh.
We'll have to just have another crossover again soon.
Who's Bork?
And bring the dogs.
Bork is Sammy's spiritual companion.
It's a ghost dog. It's a ghost dog. It's a long story.
Oh.
You know how like Passion has her cats?
Right.
And she never summons because one of them's an asshole.
Luke, I love that you're like, right, and I genuinely have no idea if you're like, yeah, I remember that, or faking it like I have no idea what the fuck she's talking about.
I remember it's come up maybe twice in the last year.
Yeah, because Passion summoned it twice.
The only cat I usually remember is the one that Onyx fell on.
It's the one
which was not one
remembers.
of Passion's.
Of course.
You always remember the lowest part, eh, Hera?
I'll never live that down.
No.
So
I mean, granted. Go, Luke. I'll just make.
Oh yeah, a backup question. So for like the favor that some of us had asked for from the lords and ladies, some of us knew what we wanted.
Correct.
And has any of that gone through yet, or is that still like waiting on them to bureaucracy it?
Mine has, that's for sure.
Yeah, some of you like actually asked for it. I don't know that all of you have.
Is Onyx yet?
Actually, I think the only one that's cashed in that favor is Gurk. Demona, have you reached out to them about yours yet?
Oh, I thought this was that favor.
If I'm not mistaken, the favor was for Demona to try and get in on the hierarchy to become a big boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which allowed the creation of the guild and everything. Because when they say the title boss is literal, to own a business in Del Diablo, you have to be part of the hierarchy. So that's two of you who have your favor spoken for.
I told you,
claimed
but I didn't know what the steps were to actually achieve it. But that was back in April.
That's fair, yeah. You can always hold on to it for right now. You don't have to cash it in right away.
Yeah,
I knew what I wanted.
It's a really nice blank check.
It was basically just like unlimited access to everything in the library.
Yeah, in second edition.
Okay. I will say that you did not ask for it, but you were basically told any of the lords and ladies that you go to, they will give you that one thing. If it is in their power to do so, they will.
Okay. So if we go visit the library, I can just ask them then?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't have to go through Susan specifically.
All right. Yeah, I didn't know what the process was, if they had like a central assistance core.
You need to fill out a form, then it takes 3 months. And then you need to refill out the second form because the first one wasn't correctly filled out. And
I never get it right the first time.
What is this,
Yeah.
hell?
Shouldn't have asked that.
hell is just an office building. That is,
Yeah, it is.
if I,
It's a 9-floored office building.
yeah, inverted, upside down. So the deeper you go, the worse it gets.
It's like a Resident Evil base. It's all underground.
They made a TV show about it.
I believe they made
You're
one
pretty
about their
straightforward.
kitchen as well. Hell's,
Oh,
Hell's
yeah.
Kitchens.
Okay.
So what do you guys want to do?
Well, it sounds like Demona doesn't have anything immediate for us until her building is ready, right?
No, the club has yet to be finished. The labs, the armory, the barracks, all of that's effectively the front behind, or other way around. The club is the front for. It's ready. It's just the dance floor, the club itself has to be finished out before it becomes profitable.
Oh, so the body is ready, but the face is still incomplete.
That is a horrible way to put it,
Yes.
but yes.
The face part, that works. The body part, not so much.
Good. Well, I would go. Have we been up for like 30 hours at this point? Because it was nighttime in the place we left, and then we got here and it's midday.
But that's
you
just
guys-
time zones.
Yeah, so for all of you, you have basically... So at all of your missions basically started around the same time. You had a long rest, you went on your mission. I think the longest of your missions took like 12-ish hours. So some of you guys are running on like 14, 16 hours awake, but
That's nothing.
it's not that bad. Yeah, you guys can definitely just crash
I mean,
and
we're
sleep
also
until noon the
Not
next
in a
day.
huge hurry, yeah.
Also, the rules are a little bit weird
I mean,
concerning exhaustion and such. As
I
someone
mean,
who,
what? Do we need to get up for work in the morning tomorrow?
We can just retire if we want.
That's
I
no
guess
fun.
for the rest of the day, then I think Cyberus would retire to his room and like write down all the notes and stuff that he learned in the other dimension about corruption and study all of that to make sure that's all laid out straight in his head.
Phone. Find Atiak. It's not working.
Phone, google.com.
That's a
Atiak.
Google. Oh.
oh my god.
How in the
think it's
fuck do you
Moogle.
spell this thing?
Otyugh.
Thank you.
Wow.
I remember
How do you
from
know
Baldur's
that?
Gate 2. Baldur's Gate 2. That
Uh,
was like first level. You fought one of those.
on the first level?
The Atiag is a
One of the-
large size aberration. It
Yeah.
starts reading you like the Wikipedia article.
Well, when you were in the
Find
the-
local Atiags near me. There we go.
Always go down. Then go in the sewer. You'll be
It's
done.
just a picture of an Atiag, but it's got it on lipstick on its giant gaping
Lipstick
teeth
and a
ball.
bra.
I'm
And a
so
bra.
annoyed. I wish I had it on standby. I want to pull up the like TUI monster manual right up on the Atiag because that would tell you like how big it is and the number that it appears. in.
Clearly
Whatever.
photoshopped like
Um.
tits and a top bikini on it.
Yeah, it tells you that several of the local garbage disposal centers use them. And there's one maybe about probably would have been like a 30-minute walk when you were small size, but now it's probably on about a 20-minute walk or so.
Okay, I call it.
Okay.
Call the Odiak.
No, I call the garbage place. Guys,
I'm
I'm
trying
using
to
the
come up
phone.
with a name for this place.
Whatever the district is, junkyard.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Do you think
yeah.
do you think they'd have a creative name for garbage place?
Valid.
They could name our district after our group because we're so famous.
It could be like New York's public schools, and it's just like this is dump.
You guys.
Why not just the
21J.
Del Diablo dump?
Number 3800.
Yeah.
It's the Borough Waste Disposal Center.
Nice.
Borough Waste Disposal Center. Can we help you?
Yeah. How much for one of your Otiogs?
I'm sorry. What?
One of your Otiogs. You know, the big things with tentacles that eat garbage. I kind of need one.
Oh. Well, ours isn't currently breeding, but we could potentially point you in the direction of the breeder that we got ours from.
Oh, okay. What direction, North?
No, like I would give you a phone number.
Oh.
And you would call them, and they would. Anyway, yes, I can give you a phone number, or I think actually the where are you guys? I believe actually the. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes here. I actually believe the waste disposal center nearest to Deadlands is currently has a mating pair, so they may have some that are small enough to hand rear. Please tell. I.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Oh boy.
All right, I'm going to get the Otiog. I'll be back. Does anyone know how to drive? Anyone got the keys?
I like how I like the order that those questions came in.
Call a limo. Or cab or Uber.
Oh, I'll use that Boober app. Yeah, boop.
Do we not have auto-driving cars?
That's Boober.
I mean, you guys don't. You guys have like a fucking minivan that you stole from somebody.
We did not know. We got it given to us by the gentleman.
Yes.
It's not a minivan. It's
And
a
then
mega-
you have a motorcycle that you stole from some guys.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, you order it on your app. It's called Boober, and then the automated flying car shows up or something.
You mean like one of those weird, gross disease bruises? What? Come on, you guys know that.
Boober.
I got a 6 in medicine. I know what I'm talking about.
Grok gets it.
It's what the Black Plague gave you, like big boober.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boobers.
Oh my god.
Thank
I
you,
don't
Luke.
really
I got it. I think.
I'm not a,
I got it too. It was just really funny to hear Luke keep on going and try and.
I can't read people sometimes. I didn't know if I got the name right.
Did you want to come, Cyberus?
To a trash heap?
Yeah.
No, I'm busy doing science stuff.
Oh, okay.
All the data we collected in the other dimension, I want to make sure we got it.
Oh yeah, I wanna cross-examine that when I get back. Also, I need to stop by the store. So Grok goes into the. Oh God, who had the keys? Onyx probably. I think Onyx is the one that always drove
Keys
us.
to the car.
Yeah.
Would they just be hanging by the door?
I
Onyx
want
didn't
to
take
say,
them.
yeah, I think it was like between Cyberus, Onyx, and Tomo who usually drove.
Okay. Well, I'll get the keys from somebody.
Or actually, no, Pasha, because Tomo always
I
drove.
was
the
gonna say,
bike.
Tomo never drove.
Yeah.
It was almost always.
I was trying to remember the one of you, the two of you that are responsible, and I picked the other
Cyberus or
one.
Passion.
I mean,
Who were-
Onyx only drove, I think, once and then
and
never
then
again.
never again. She was banned permanently from driving.
I take the keys from wherever, and then I get the car that I don't have a license for and I've never driven before, and I start to head out.
Okay. I will say,
Intelligence check?
through some ridiculous. Say that again.
Intelligence check?
Actually, yeah. I'll say if
I'm not
Rock is-
stupid, so like there's a chance I could.
Yeah, I'll say using like an app, you have advantage.
15.
This is just a matter of like how long. Okay, so it's a pretty long drive to get to Deadlands, but it is like possible.
Right. On the way there, I'm like, I think I'm like swerving because I've never driven before, so I'm like on my phone while driving, and
God.
and I'm looking up where to buy long white coat doctor coats. And I'm going to order one
Don't
for
do this
me
at home, kids.
and one for what I think Cyberus' size is.
Nice.
Extra large.
That's what I was going to go with. Now I'm going to have to actually buy like the Halloween doctors.
Yes.
Does the one for
Yes, I
Cyberus
love
have extra arms too?
Yeah, the
Better.
Lunari ones would have bigger arm sleeves for sure.
No,
I
no,
get
no,
what
not
holes in
bigger.
the back.
Extra arms.
Oh, no.
Because
But-
De-Fragger.
We can easily fix that.
Yeah, we can put holes back there.
Yeah. Okay, that's what Gurk's gonna be doing.
Okay, yeah. So Deadlands, surprising absolutely fuck all no one, is like a terrifying weird ass mix of cyberpunk and Wild West. This area of Del Diablo is the some of the most centered area. So it's completely landlocked and it's kind of like a very small deserty area. And actually, the roads when you get there are really hard to traverse, mostly because a lot of it just doesn't have them. It seems like most people here traverse by, like, they have flying cars, but they don't like go very high off the ground. They just sort of like hover cars, hover bikes, and a shocking amount of like machine beasts, like horses, mechanical horses, and that sort of thing.
I would think there might be some people who like own Magnetodons.
Mhm. Yeah.
This would be the kind of place where they would probably prosper pretty well.
They also have way more. So the borough tends to use like buses more. Looks like all of the public transit here are trains. But after some ridiculous hijinks, you do manage to net yourself. How much the fuck is an OTO gonna cost?
Yeah, they just we just have like the montage of Gurk getting there, and there's like some random
Yeah.
country song. Burrow roads take me to Atiax. I don't know.
Take me to Atias. Let's
That song doesn't
see.
work for that, but whatever.
Not really, no, but it's still funny.
I imagine
will
that's
say-
what's Gurk is singing anyway.
Gurk doesn't sing.
Oh, not very good, but
I have the same charisma as you, so I don't sing.
A baby Atiag will cost you 600 gold.
Okay. We use a
And
little
they
plastic
mentioned
card,
that
so
it is like it's old enough to be away from its mother, but it's still very young and very ornery.
why
very-
are you buying an Otyok?
it's very Ati, but it's not quite Ugg yet. Got it.
To eat the trash in the basement.
That he made there.
Yeah.
Clean up his own mess. Also, like a defensive thing.
Remember, our front yard's a jungle.
Yeah.
As soon as they let it out of like the cat carrier thing to approach you, you just get this mental image of like the steamiest, stinkiest pile of trash you've ever imagined.
Aw, I'll call him Stinky.
I am so shocked that is not actually the group that Aya is in, that is collecting pets. You guys have how many dogs and a motorcycle?
All of them. not
Pokemon.
the cat. All of the dogs. We have all of them.
How long of a drive was it to get here? How many?
It was. I'll say because you did roll fairly well, it was a relatively short drive, so like 4 hours both way back there and then 4 hours back. It's
Ooh, 4 hours. Okay.
the places here are very large. Del Diablo is a very large city.
You know what? I will spend the spell slots for this. Can I get a wisdom save from the baby?
You realize you're abandoning the car at a trash place, right?
No. I'm taking it with me in the car back.
Wisdom.
Okay.
7.
Okay.
It's a baby, and it's me rolling.
It turns into a little beetle that I put into a jar. And I keep casting polymorph on it until I get home. And the jar is closed with holes in it, and I got the seatbelt on. And I spend 4 high-level spell slots just to keep this thing as a bug in the jar. Oh, actually, 5 spell slots, because I gotta stop by the store and get coats. So I go get the coats. How much do those cost?
It's like a gold each.
Okay.
Maybe 3 gold for Cyberus's if you wanted to have extra arms sleeves.
This is like, I don't know, I feel like we need to spray paint the side of the van and then it's a hippie van with me driving.
If you let Passion have a couple hours of it, she'll make it look.
I feel like for
good.
posterity, we have to write down the things that you guys spent your money on. Diving to bring somebody back from the dead, Girl Scout cookies, lab coats.
Passion bought all of her disintegrated shit back again, but that's not as interesting.
300 gold worth of dog gear, and an Otyugh baby.
How do you spell it again? Otyugh?
It's in the chat.
Yeah.
I think Onyx already spray painted the van.
Yeah, I think Onyx already
100%,
did
yeah.
spray paint the van.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's perfect.
But
And she's artiste as well. Onyx is an artist as well.
you know,
He has a bit of a different style, but
they both use the same medium, which is really funny, actually. Granted, Passion also is classically trained, too, but...
Onyx is not. Onyx is self-taught.
So, Onyx.
Yeah.
You and Chewie get on the bus to head to Lily's place.
I imagine for once not everyone is staring all the time at Chewie.
Yeah, actually, everybody is staring at Onyx, actually. It's a little disconcerting.
Wait, everyone can tell that I'm not
I can
corrupted.
smell you.
Everyone saw you on national television headbutt.
I love that Hera's first thing is, oh, is it because I'm not corrupted? Oh, I headbutted a lady online.
You headbutted a fucking head of state.
Priorities, am I right?
Onyx stares back at everyone who stares at Hera. I wonder if anyone is able to keep the eye contact for more than a microsecond.
What's your intimidation bonus? I'd assume it's pretty good.
It's +5.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's decent. It's not like my athletics or something like that.
So most everybody looks away and just avoids eye contact and everything. There is
Except the bus driver, because he
the
doesn't
bus
give a
driver
fuck.
doesn't give a shit. They're facing the road. They don't give 2 shits about you.
No, I imagine the bus driver, Onyx walks in and then for a moment forgets, oh, I should pay, and then the bus driver's like, didn't you forget something? Just not having any reaction other than I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck what you did. You're in my bus and you pay the fee and fuck you.
There is one individual on the bus that's mostly playing on their phone and just happens to look up at one point and sees the Chewie, who just waves and then looks over you and just stares and actually holds your gaze. They're probably about teenage 16, 17-year-old or so Goliath. And it looks like the most visible of their corruption is that instead of normal shoes, they have chicken. feet sticking out from underneath their like cargo pants. And they're just sort of staring at you.
Onyx looks at him and is like, "Want an autograph?"
Yes. He like reaches into his pocket and like has like a sketchbook that's like stuck into the pocket, and, like pulls it out and grabs a Sharpie and
Onyx actually has her own Sharpie. And
Too
yeah,
good
she
for someone else's Sharpie. You have to use your own special Sharpie.
I mean, she uses that for tagging as well, and she puts a tag in his sketchbook.
he's very excited and interested. Most of his art is actually pretty decent. It looks like he mostly does pen drawings, and it's mostly of different kinds of mostly monsters and different creatures, but occasionally some like heroic figures. Most of them are from movies. And then you're pretty sure that's like a drawing of all of you guys and Passion beating the shit out of the anarchist with a burner in the background.
Onyx smiles a little and is like, "What's your name?"
Raggy.
Hey, Raggy. So you draw pretty well.
Thanks.
It's
I've
pretty
seen
neat.
some of your stuff.
Yeah,
I think
it's
it's
around
your
town.
stuff. It has like your tag. Yeah.
Yeah, it's around town. You can see it every now and then.
Yeah. Is she okay? I heard you guys were gonna try and bring her back on TV, right?
She's okay. She's back. She's fine.
That's good. You're my favorite though.
Really? Why's that?
Yeah. Cool. Don't like the establishment. You like art. I mean, Passion's cool, I guess, too, but I don't know.
She nods and like ruffles his hair a little bit.
He's a Goliath. He doesn't have any hair.
Ruffle, it gives him a noogie.
Wait,
Yeah.
no, Goliath can have hair, right?
Can they? I've seen most of the one. This one is bald then.
Okay.
I think most art I've seen has them bald.
Most of the male ones do show them as bald, but
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, I see now. And he's like, yeah.
You got a right hand on your shoulders. And keep that up. I think you have talent.
Thanks. Also, I'm gonna keep it because I really like it, but you don't mind like if I ever absolutely need it, if I sell this on like the internet for some extra cash, do you? Because it's probably gonna be worth a lot.
Go well. Want another one?
Yes.
And she just puts it on another one.
Mm-hmm. And as you're drawing the other one, Chewie is like leaning over and curiously, and he just sort of like hands her his Sharpie, and she just starts scribbling on the other one, and she's actually like methodically filling in the whole page with the Sharpie.
Onyx also like puts like a little character besides the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Like a little character of herself, like a caricature.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And after about that is Onyx's and Chewie's stop. You make your way out into
She gives him a fist bump as she leaves.
Yeah. He's very excited, and like as soon as Onyx walks away, he like immediately starts pulling out his phone and rapidly texting, like taking pictures of it. As soon as you knock on, you don't actually even knock on the door. You just approach, and the door is thrown open, and Lily runs out and grabs you in a big hug.
I hug her back and kiss her, and I'm like, I missed
Just
you
like
too.
I saw that you were back in town, apparently on the bus for a little while, considering social media was going fucking crazy for some reason.
Fucking hell.
Did you like sign a kid's notebook?
Yeah,
Nice. Also, who is that?
that's Chewy. I sent you a picture, didn't I?
At this point, Chewy is just now like she pulled as soon as she got off the bus, she pulled her hood up and was sort of like doing the crouchy thing, and Chewy just sort of like looks up, and pulls the hood back a little bit, and Lily leans down to her and is like, "Those are some nice, pretty teeth you got. Very good."
Yeah, we still need to talk about brushing those properly.
Probably, yeah. I
last
have
time
a spare
she-
toothbrush if you want.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Last time she ate it, the toothbrush. Although I'm actually not sure that she needs to brush her teeth. I think they grow back like a shark's.
They grow back. Okay. Do I want to know how you know that? Who did she bite?
I think she lost a tooth, but it's all back now. She
Okay.
like bit on a rock and she chipped a tooth.
As long as it wasn't you, the rock, I'm good.
No, nobody bit me. I did lose something else though.
She's
I mean,
your
you
teeth
might have
down, babe.
noticed. No. I like those teeth. They were weird in the beginning, but I liked them. Very chumpy.
Oh, come on in. As soon as you guys close the door, she's like, "Your like De-Fragger friend didn't take that away, did? That's probably a thing you should probably keep on the DL if you did. That's kind of not good."
No, a De-Fragger did take away my corruption, but none of my friends did. We were on a mission, De-Fragger was there, and they decided to take matters into their own hands. And I even wondered if I should even come back. Could have gone back to my people.
Well, I'm glad you came back
But-
to me. But
That's why I came back. For you. And I can't leave her alone. And she can't live out there. I mean, look at her.
she's like,
Even
"Yeah,
though-
I feel like that's gonna be a couple grievous wounds to heal up."
Also, although Onyx says, although I think it would be pretty funny seeing some De-Fraggers try to heal her, because I think like the ones that know about corruption among my group, they try to check, and she's like way up there. She has
Oh.
so much.
Good to know. Good for you, kiddo.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Chewy's just like made herself at home on the couch and was like sitting cross-legged and looking around the apartment. And she's
I
like,
said,
"I think I have some like fish sticks in the freezer that she can have if she's hungry. I don't know. Like, is she just a carnivore? Does she
she eats
also
pretty
like-
much everything, and by everything I mean everything. She's also always hungry.
Good
I'm
to
really
know.
glad I have a bunch of money now, because I don't know how else to feed her.
Oh, did you finally get that bounty?
Yeah, I did get that bounty, and it turns out
Nice.
the
Yeah.
dude that we got the bounty from was actually one of the bad guys, so it's also where I found her, in his fucking basement. The creep had a whole fucking basement full of creatures and people and all locked up down there that he made over the who knows how long. Fucking creep.
So the bad guys paid you to kill. I mean, another bad guy, yeah? Like, or wait.
Another one of them apparently brought passion back. We don't know what they're up to.
What? Like, I've seen all this stuff about that Henshin guy that dumped a bunch of shit on the internet. Is that like all connected?
Yeah,
Or is it the Circle of Night or some corny
Yeah.
bullshit like that?
yeah, something like that. And I don't know, The problem is, without my corruption, without what brought me here in the first place, I can't really stand up to them anymore. I can't help them. Like, sure, I can still fight, but I'm not as strong or as tough anymore as I used to be.
Well, it won't be exactly the same, but I mean, given enough time, you will gain more corruption. I mean, I've certainly got more now than I had when I first moved here.
I mean, sure,
And
I got some, but
if
it's different. It'll be different, and
unless you petition the lords and ladies, I mean, yeah, I'm sure Susan's pissed, but not pissed enough to, you know, kill one of the heroes of the city. That's what they've been calling you guys, heroes. I mean, you took out the anarchist. He was kind of the worst thing that's happened to Del Diablo in centuries. Like, that stuff doesn't happen here. We don't... Like,
I mean,
even if she's pissed, there's still like that like give and take. Like, yeah, they'll probably punish you by making you, I don't know, apologize on live television or something equally awful, but maybe they'll give you back what you lost. Maybe they'll give you something else. I don't what do you want?
I don't know. And she looks like it, chewing. It's like, I mean, I have the perfect excuse to retire, look after her, settle down with you, and she like bumps against her.
She bumps back against you.
I mean, what I'm doing is dangerous, and what happens to her if something happens to me?
I imagine that's why you brought her here. And hell, if you hadn't been there, what would have happened to us? I mean, who knows what that
Onyx
anarchist shithead would have done if you guys hadn't... Yeah.
I mean, on the other hand, I almost also blew everything up. Was close. I can have a bit of a short temper. Be a
I
bit
had no idea.
impulsive. I mean, Susan can tell you all about it, I guess.
Really? Why did you headbutt her? I know why. Like, I understand it. It's just... I was gonna ask what you were thinking, but I think the answer is just that you weren't.
Yeah, that's basically it. I was just angry and lost, and I felt powerless, and I don't do well with authority. So yeah.
Well, how about before she finishes eating my blanket, I order us some food? And as she's saying that, Chewy's just like picks out a couple of strands of yarn from her mouth. Like rearranges the blanket so you can't see the hole in it. Just like, before she finishes eating all of my bedding, let's order some food and sit down and talk and figure out what the hell is going on. I've seen all this stuff online. You have to sort everything out for me because I have no idea what the connections are between anything. And I think we'll end there with you guys in your various different locales trying to figure out where the heck to go from here. I will say that at this point before we end, Gurk, you do make your way back home. We'll skip like that 8 hours or so. So you guys have had time to have some rest, write down whatever it is Cyberus was
Go
trying
in
to
there.
remember.
Open the jar, turn off the spell, merge with the stone, and pass the fuck out. I've been up for 22 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
It's a
say
lot.
Passion probably crashes on the couch of the Scenes Little Girls.
Hmm.
I mean, it's pretty clear where Onyx is sleeping.
Yeah.
Demona would be testing the speakers of the new club, making sure it has just the right amount of reverb.
It's great.
Nice.
The speakers are great. The acoustics, not so much, considering it's mostly just like a shell. They don't have the drywall in or like any of the cushioning or anything, so it's very loud, which you find out very quickly from the noise complaints from the neighbors. But
I feel like the
otherwise,
city.
it's pretty great.
I feel like the city needs a neon dragon club designer, because neon dragons love clubs.
Possibly. I will say, Demona, you haven't had a club designer that you picked yet. Shalashaska, who is kind of like manning all of this, has like a spreadsheet with a handful of names and like things he pointed out about each one. It's like there are several different musicians and several different like interior design people, and he has his notes next to each one, which is like next to like the interior designers, there's one that was that says looks skinny and it could break him like a twig, but good style. The next one is shit manners, decent style, really cheap, and a couple other notes like that and things.
Choices.
Mm-hmm. That's just the two. I'll come up with like a full list of everything next time. It's not just like good style and style and cheap. It's
Here's
just
the
what I came up with
option.
off the top of my head.
Here's the option if you're a fucking cheapskate. Fucking loser.
This one's a garbage elemental.
This one's the trash man.
Now, but come to think of it, you
No,
could
that's me.
probably use your new pet to help clean up all of the trash, so that doesn't have to spend too much on dumpster and trash services.
It's so fucking expensive. Like construction. No, that's real life talking. It's really expensive to get rid of trash in a construction site, guys.
I'm willing to hire out my Altiak. That poor little thing. It's like. It's like it doesn't know where it's at. It's this little baby. It's all alone. It's probably like sad for just like half a second, but they're really dumb. So just like
and then gets dropped
garbage.
into a pile of garbage.
Oh my god!
Alright.
Imagine an eating contest
that
between the
dumb.
Artiok and Chewie.
I think the Altiak would win
Hopefully.
just because it'd be the least picky.
For what it's worth, Chewie is older.
I think Chewie can eat more.
Which one's bigger?
The OTO can
Chewie
eat
is.
faster though, so if it's in like 1 minute, it
Yeah.
might be able to just eat
I mean,
more in
I
1 minute.
believe we did establish that Chewie eats more than should fit in her tiny body.
That's true. Okay, well. I assume long rests after this.
Oh my god! Also, Chewie, when she grows up, is going to be terrifying.
Is she gonna grow up?
That's a good question.
You don't know. You've known her for like 6 days.
And Onyx would kill
At
everyone
most.
everyone if anything happened to her.
Yeah.
And then herself.
Yeah.
It turns out she's aging in reverse.
Benjamin buttoning it.
Yeah, so we'll pick up there in 2 weeks with the branching paths of some people going to the library and others figuring out where they want to go from here. And maybe some parade planning, which I'm excited for.
I mean, everyone's gonna be there for the parade. Planning.
Everyone's gonna be there for it. And to think about what you guys want for your favors for the handful that haven't cashed those in.
Emergency meeting.
What was that?
I was gonna joke. I'm like, so there's this De-Fragger I want you to hunt. I want you to bring her to me alive.
We do have a mercenary guild that we're part of now.
I know.
It's true. I'm gonna start with Vex. What do you have going on?
Really, right now, I'm gonna let Hera do the one thing. Aside from that, that's it.
You're just torturing me, goddammit.
Oh yeah, by the way, check out. I do have one. Check out Saffron Academy. We streamed it yesterday. It was a blast. Kev drank piss.
Okay, his character drank piss.
I was gonna ask
for $20.
Yeah.
Whose piss was it?
A Minotaur's.
Yeah, it was Minotaur piss. Who may or may not have been drugged.
That could have bonus beneficial effects.
We're all teenagers, and and my guy was like, well, I mean, if you're not man enough, sure, you don't have to drink it. And he immediately
Kev's character is Kev's character
literally
is
somebody walked
kid.
in and they're like, I dare you to drink it, and Kevin's like, I don't know, and Scott's like, well, if you're not man enough, and Kevin's like, I'll fucking do it. Give me $20, I'll do it.
I'll drink anyone's
like
piss.
Half the stream was split. It's like, do it. And the other half were just screaming incoherently.
Also, just Kev showed that his character is just that kid from grade school. Everyone knows exactly what I'm talking about too.
Yeah, and that's just a taste of what you can have at Saffron Academy.
Yeah, go check it out. It's on Fractured Moon
D&D. It's in
Friends,
it's Scotty's
down
Friends
below.
thing.
Yeah. Hera, do you want to go next?
Yes. Okay, so first off, on Halloween, Vex and I will be on Heroes Without Limits, that is Age Without Limits, Silver and Steel, DM'd by Mustang's Art, and it's a Witcher TTRPG thing, and hopefully after a bit of a hiatus, we'll play a game. It's once a month, and once a month is currently the plan, and our DM sadly is very busy, and Chronicle is also playing into it, but yeah. And then hopefully soon, fingers also very, very much crossed, I can start my Masks game over on Vex's channel, which is Fractured Moon D&D, which is on Sundays, and Vex knows the time because
30 p.m. EST.
Thank you. That's it for me.
12:30 p.m.
Yes.
Okay, I heard the 30 p.m. I didn't hear that first part. Sorry.
At 12:30 p.m. Okay.
Luke, you got anything?
Nope.
Okay. I guess I'll go next unless you have anything, Saege.
Actually, I do this time around.
Ooh, yes.
Thursdays at 7 Central, I think that's when he started posting them.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse's doing a Dark Matter game called Quest for the Quantum Rose. It's a fun game, especially with my
I just remembered I got the notification for the next episode. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's interesting to say the least.
I'm excited.
Yeah. But he does it all every Thursdays. We record. He puts it up on Castbox first, and then up on YouTube later. It's a great little adventure. I'm having a ton of fun in, and it almost mirrors some of the fun that we're having on Blake's channel for the other Dark Matter game for Mystery of the Silver Fleet. So I'm gonna throw plugs out for both of those.
Heck yeah. So I apparently am a best-selling DMs Guild author now or something. I don't know. Birds of Paradise, the Aarakocra and Kenku supplement that I worked on is on DM's Guild, and it just got copper. So I'm really excited, and I'm super proud of it. My next game is one of Scotty's, but I'm actually going to plug somebody else's channel. Apparently, this cool person on Twitter is running a game using all the races from our book. And he's actually giving away a free copy of the PDF, courtesy of Florian, which is super fucking awesome. The guy's name is Feather on Twitch. So that is happening on Sunday the 18th at 11 in the morning EST. If anybody has the time to go check it out, do that. It's cool. I'm so proud of this book, y'all. And that's me. And then be back here next week for vaccines. Definitely not sad episode.
I love the tonal difference of corruption.
It's gonna be like one half sad and one half so fucking horny for Oli, because oh my god, everyone has it so bad for Callie's new character.
I mean,
Wow.
you combined a tiefling with tentacles.
Literally, the entire party is split and torn entirely over Hallie's two characters.
I mean, Onyx isn't there, so it won't be as horny for Ollie.
That's true, but it's still pretty horny.
I don't know.
Anyway.
It wouldn't be any more horny because Onyx doesn't have horns anymore.
Anyway, Scott, do you want to close this out?
Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. If you like the show and any other shows that are hosted on this Twitch channel, all the playlists are down below. The next game will be Chaos Crew tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not exactly sure what we're doing. I think it's the Acquisitions Incorporated adventure. And we're currently in Luskan. Super cold place. Actually, no, we were in Luskan, and then we suddenly got teleported to Zakara, of all places.
That's right. I did remember hearing that.
And yeah, that will be tomorrow. And then also tomorrow, we're back with our Ghost of Saltmarsh game at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where the group got on this mysterious Firewatch Island, where there was this big giant bird monster that they fought. They blew up a bell. There were a bunch of rats, but they're not quite sure what happened to the people here yet.
For once, it wasn't my character triggering all of the encounters.
No, but it was your character nearly getting killed by the exploding bell.
Okay, that was not my fault.
I know, it was mine, and I said I'm sorry.
But anyway, so
Yeah.
that's everything for me. If you want to see the stuff that I've put on the DM's Guild, or check out my art or whatnot, I have on my Twitter, which is down below me here, my profile, my flow page, which has all the social media links on it.
Yeah, go check it out. Make both of us better metal sellers, because Scotty, you're also a copper metal seller, aren't you?
Yes, for Zebediah's fishing techniques and equipment.
Yeah.
If you guys have the new Icewind Dale adventure, I have quite a few things in there that would work for that. And the Birds of Paradise has a penguin option.
It has the Fjordlordian penguin.
Yeah.
There's also a Zakara one too. I should send to Dylan. Yeah, that's our stuff. It's super cool. Tonight was a lot of fun. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye!